With the addition of the React Context API in React 16.3.0 release, many articles have been written on leveraging the API for global state management. Many developers are now faced with a new option on how to approach global state management in their projects. In this video, we're going to cover the use cases that fit this API. React Context API is best used for the global data that does not change frequently. If your project meets this criterion, you're good to go. If you're not sure, let's dig deeper into this and find out why the frequency of updates matters so much. When a context provider updates, all of the components that consume it will render. However, it's how you bail out of a render that's important here. Let's take a look at an example of how this works with Context API. Context and its consumers have a context provider that holds data about the current user and the shopping cart. Somewhere down the component tree, there's a component interested in shopping cart so it can render the shopping cart items. Also, there's a component that displays the user profile, so it needs the user object. What happens if a user changes their profile picture? Context update causes all consumers to render profile component renders as expected. But we didn't want the cart component to render due to a change in the user subject. What happened? As we said previously, context updates make all of their consumers render. So, how do we prevent this from happening? On the most basic level, there are two things you can do. Remove the rendering causes. Optimize rendering functions. Let's consider removing the rendering causes first. In the example above, we have one context provider which holds data that has different reasons to change. So why not bail out of rendering by splitting context? This works as long as the data stored in separate context providers is unrelated and does not change for the same reasons. If you notice that you frequently need to consume multiple context providers in your components, or that some user interactions result in changes being made, you might want to consider abandoning this pattern. The alternative approach is based on minimizing the cost of a render. Here are the steps you need to take to bail out of rendering by checking if props are equal. Extract the context consumer part of the component to a parent component. Extend the props of the component so the parent component can send the context values down as props. Wrap the component with a react.memo and specify the exact props that should trigger a new render if changed. Every time context updates, cart wrapper will render. But this is no longer a problem. It only contains the code needed to read the shopping cart object from context and pass it down to cart as props. We wrapped up cart with react.memo so it only renders when shopping cart gets updated. And that's it. Now that we know how context updates propagate to components, we hope that the original recommendation makes more sense. React Context API is best used for global data that does not change frequently. Depending on your project requirements, this might just be enough for your needs. Want to learn more about this? Check out our blog in the description below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.